to the junior high girls game. We are about to start the first quarter, and I'm going to be commentating with Zoe Sanders.
Yep, it's going to be my first time commentating ever. I do know a lot more about basketball, though, than football, so hopefully it'll be okay. We have Zaria Robinson, Jessie Vinzen, Brinley Andrews, Ania Coffey, and Izzy Andrews are all on the court starting us off tonight.
Looks like they're going to plan what their first move is going to be.
Yeah.
They're about to jump for the ball, and it looks like EPC has got it. Number 4 is taking it up the court. She's going to pass it to number 10, back to number 4. She's going to pass it back to number 10, and she's going to pass it back to number 4. They're going to cut into the side for a 3, but it's going to be blocked by Ania Coffey as she takes it up the court.
Ania's going to throw it to Jessie, who's going to throw it to Brinley. She went up for the layup and just shortly missed it. It looks like we have a walk.
All right, 4 is going to pass it back to 10. They're going to go up and down a little bit. Be blocked by Brinley Andrews as
it's going to be taken back by EPC.
Four's going to pass it to the wing. It's going to go to 10, who's going to cut in for the layup, but it's going to be too short.
Jessie's going to take it and come back to our side of the court, where she throws it to Brinley, and it goes out of bounds.
Four's going to go down the court. He's going to start doing passes. 10 is going to try and get it to 2, but it's going to be blocked by Izzy Andrews.
Ania's going to take it back down to our side of the court, where she's going to pass it to Zaria, who's going to give it over to Brinley, back to Ania. And it goes out of bounds again. We have a timeout for Cross County, so we will be back in a few seconds. All right, and we're coming back. EPC is going to have the ball first.
10's going to take it right up the middle and go up for a layup. It's going to be off by a little bit. It's going to be rebounded by Ania Coffey as she takes it up the left side of the court.
She's going to pass it over to Zaria. She passed it back to Ania. She went up for the third, and she did make it.
I can tell Ania's going to have a good game tonight.
Oh, yeah. All right, it did go out of bounds. It's going to be EPC passing it in.
4 is going to have the ball. She's going to take it up the right side over to 10. Who's going to all the way to the other side. And it's going to be intercepted by Jessie. And then Ania. And then EPC is going to take it right back.
Number 32 is coming down the court. She's going to go up for the layup and just shortly miss it. It's rebounded by Jessie and is given to Ania. She went up for the 2 and she got it.
4 is going to take it up the court. She's going to go for the 3. And she misses it just barely. Azaria comes down the court. She's going to try and go to Jessie, but it's going to be blocked by number 4.
Zaria's going to pass it into Ania. She's going to pass it back to Zaria, back to Ania.
Ania's trying to find out what she's going to do next.
Yeah.
She gets it to Brinley, who's going to pass it back to Zaria.
Zaria is trying to figure out what to do. She gave it to Ania, who passed it to Brinley.
Zaria's got it to Ania. That's going to be a travel on Ania.
Right, so it's going to be EPC's ball coming over to the right side of the court. Number 4 is going to take it down where she passes it to number 10, back to number 4. She's going to go up, and she did get 2 points.
Zaria's going to take it right up the middle to Ania, who's going to do a spin move. And that's going to be a double dribble on Ania.
It will be EPC's ball. Passing it in is number 10 to number 4.
Number 10 is going to have it. Back to number 4. She's going to try and cut up the middle, but it's going to pass it back to the wing. The block has it. To go up to a shot, it's going to be off. It's going to go right back for a rebound, and it's going to be off again.
And it's going to go out of bounds. We have 1 minute, 50 seconds left in the first quarter, and it's going to be 5 Cross County and 2 for EPC.
Tim's going to pass it all the way up to 4, who's going to try and cut in for a layup.
And she did make it.
Looks like Zaria's going to cut up the middle, pass to the wing. Back to Brinley. Zaria over to Izzy in the middle. Going to Brinley to the wing. Back to Zaria, Izzy, Kinley, and then to Brinley.
They're doing a lot of passing around.
Oh yeah.
And EPC did intercept it.
You can tell this is going to be a back and forth game.
Oh yeah. Brinley Andrews is going to pass it into Zaria. She's going to pass it over to Brinley. She did get...
It's going to be a travel.
Yeah. Number 10 is taking it down the court.
Pass it to number 11. He's going to pass it back to 10. At the wing, he's going to be trapped, and the ball got right back there. To the corner, over to the layup. She's going to get blocked.
That was a foul on Zaria. This is her first foul of the game. Number 2 of EPC is going to get 2 shots for free throws. She does make the first one. She has 1 more. She misses her second free throw, and it is rebounded by Jessie, who's going to take it down the court.
She'll pass it to Kinley, to Miley, back to Jessie, and Jessie's gonna go to the corner for Zaria for 3, and she's off.
She just shortly missed it right there.
It's gonna be EPC's ball. Looks like EPC got it back.
Izzy did recover the ball and passed it to Jessie to...
Looks like that's the end of the first quarter.
Our score is 5-5.
And I guess we'll be back. And we're back with the start of the second quarter, tied to 5. Looks like it is gonna be Cross County's ball.
Zaria is going to be the one passing it in this time. She's going to pass it to Miley. Passes it to Kinley. And it does go out of bounds, so it will be EPC's ball.
Looks like Ania's gonna take Zaria's place. Zaria's been killing it. I'm sure she's gonna get back in a second. 10 is gonna take it up the side of the court. She's gonna pass it to the corner, who's gonna try and get to the block, but it's gonna be blocked by Izzy.
It is going to go out of bounds, so I believe it'll be EPC's ball once again.
She's gonna try and get it to the block, but it's gonna be intercepted by Jessie.
Jessie's going to take it down the court and pass it to Ania, who's going to go up the side. It's going to be passed to Izzy, and she's going to go up for a layup, but it did not go in.
Number 4 is gonna take it up the right side of the court. She's looking at what to do, and she's gonna try and get to 11. Caught it. Back to 4. She's on the wing, and she goes to the corner, and it's gonna get taken by Ania.
She's going to pass it over to Kinley. Back to Ania, back to Izzy. It's going to be blocked, but Izzy does recover it.
That's gonna be a travel. EPC's ball.
Number 11 is going to be passing it in to number 10. There's going to be a travel called on EPC, so it will be Cross County's ball.
Brindley is gonna try and pass it in. She goes to Ania. It's gonna be a timeout, Cross County. We'll be back.
We will be back in a few seconds. Brindley is going to be passing the ball. She passes it into Ania. She's going to run it up the side of the court. She passes it over back to Brindley. Who passes it to Miley. Back to Brindley and to Zaria. Then back to Ania. She went up for the three and she did make the three.
Second three tonight. And it looks like, oh.
Oh.
I'm not sure who's, okay, it's EPC's ball.
Number 11 is going to be passing it in. She passed it to number 10.
Into 11.
Number 32 did go up for a layup and she did make it.
Nia's gonna take it up the side of the court, down to the middle. She's gonna try and go all the way and throw it up, but she missed and she dribbled out of bounds.
It is going to be EPC's ball. Number 10 passing it in to number 4. She passed it back to number 10.
Number 4 is gonna pass to the wing, to the other wing, back to 10. Who's gonna try and go up the middle, and it's gonna be a corner shot by 4. Who's gonna be off by a little bit. It is gonna be EPC's ball. Number 32 just made a layup. Ania's gonna take it up the court, gonna pass it up to Miley. She's gonna try and get it to Jessie, but it's got cut off. It's gonna be out of bounds.
It's going to be Cross County's ball with Zaria throwing it in. She's going to pass it to Ania. She's going to give it over to Miley. Miley just shortly missed. It's going to be taken over by EPC. Number 4 is going to run it down the court. She's going to pass it to number 10, who passes it. Oh, it is intercepted by Jessie.
She is gonna be a little bit off. Looks like they're gonna sub in Izzy for Zaria, and then number 2 for number 10.
Number 4 is going to dribble it down the side of the court, passing it over to number 11.
Not sure what happened there, but it's going to be Cross County's ball.
Brindley is going to be passing it in. She's going to get it to Ania. She's going to pass it in to Jessie. She's going to go up for the layup, but just shortly miss. There is a foul.
Looks like Brindley's going to get 2 free throws.
The first one she is going to make.
It's going to be a sub 30 for 1.
She just shortly misses her second one, and it is rebounded by number 4 of EPC. They are going to make 2 points.
Brindley's trying to get it to Jessie, and she does. Jessie back to Ania, to Miley. It's at the wing to Ania. Who's going to try and cut in, but gets Brindley. She's going to try and make the layup, but she misses. As 4 rebounds and takes it up the court.
Number 11 just went up for a 3-point, but just shortly missed. It's going to be recovered by EPC and went up again for 2 points, but it was also missed and was rebounded by Ania. She's going to bring it down the court and pass it to Jessie, who's going to give it to Brindley, who is going to score 2 points.
Number 4 is going to take it up the right side of the court. She's thinking about what to do. She gets it to the corner. And it's going to be rebounded by Ania over to Miley for a layup. And she's going to make it.
Number 4 did bring it up and make a 2-point. Brindley's going to pass it into Ania. She's going to run it up the center. Go up for the layup, and she does make it.
Number 4 is going to take it up the center. So she's got the wing. She's going to take it to the block. She's going to go for a layup, and she's going to make the 2-point.
Brindley's going to take it up this time. We do get a travel called on us, so it will be EPC's ball. We have 32 seconds left in this quarter. It's 15-15.
Number 4 is going to take it up the middle to the left wing. Over. Going to try and get it to the right block, but it is going to be intercepted by Ania Coffey, who's going to take it up for a 3-point.
She just shortly misses.
Brindley Andrews is going to try and go up for a layup. It's going to get blocked as number 4 rebounds and takes it up the right side.
It is going to fall out of bounds. It's going to be EPC's ball.
This is going to be at the corner. And that is going to be the end of the first half. Both teams are doing exceptional tonight as it stayed a tie for quite a while. We'll be back. welcome back to the second half of the junior high basketball game for the girls. We are tied 15 to 15 at the start of the third quarter. Looks like it's going to be EPC's ball.
We have Brinley Andrews, Zaria Robinson, Izzy Andrews, Ania Coffey, and Jessie Vinzen in.
Number 4 is going to take it to the wing, back to number 4, back to the wing, to the corner. He's going to try and cut it in. 30 is going to try and make the layup, but not going to be quite there. 32 is going to get it, and she's going to make the layup.
Brinley's going to pass it in to Zaria. She's going to take it down the center of the court. She's passing it to Brinley, who passes it right back to Zaria, who passes it to Ania, back to Zaria, back to Ania. She's going to send it to Brinley. She sent it into Jessie, who went up for the layup. She did make it. It is going to be a foul. It's going to be against number 30 of EPC. Looks like Jessie's going to have just one free throw. She just shortly misses it.
Number 4 is going to take it up the left side of the court. She's going to pass it to number 10, who's on the right wing, back to number 4. She's going to try and take it up the left side. And it is going to be Cross County's ball.
Ania is going to be passing it in to Zaria. She's going to take it up the center of the court, pass it over to Brinley. Brinley passes it to the center to Izzy, passing it back to Zaria to Brinley, who went up for the 3 and just shortly missed it. Zaria did recover it though. They're going to do a little bit more passing around. Brinley sent it to Jessie, who went up for the layup and did make it.
Looks like number 4 is going to take it up the left side of the court. As she goes in, she's going to be defended by Ania Coffey. She's working on her. Looks like that's going to be a foul on EPC.
There is a timeout for EPC, so we will be back in a few short seconds.
And we're back. Looks like it's going to be Ross County's ball. My bad. It's gonna be EPC's ball. Whoops. Number 4 is gonna have it on the left side of the court. She struggles to get up. She's gonna lose control of the ball there for a little bit, but recovers. Gonna give it to 10. Oh, she lost control, but she recovered it quick, and it's gonna be intercepted by Ania.
All right, it is going to be passed over to Cross County. Zaria is going to be passing it in to Ania. Ania passes it back to Zaria. Looks like she's going to run it up the center of the court. There is a travel, so it will be EPC's ball.
Number 10 is gonna pass it in to number 4. Number 4 is gonna have it up the center. Is gonna try and get it down the side.
Jessie does recover the ball, and she hands it up to Brinley. She went up for the layup and just shortly missed, but there is a foul I believe Brindley is going to be getting 2 free throw shots. She's just going to shortly miss the first free throw, but she does have one more. She does make her second free throw.
Number 4 is going to give it to number 11, who's going to give it back to number 4 up the center of the court. It's going to go up to the left side, who's going to hand it off to number 1, who's going to try and go in.
Jessie Vinson does take over. She's running up the court just before the ball is kicked out of her hands. It is going to be Cross County's ball though, and Zaria is going to be passing it in. She passes it over to Jessie, who goes up to the center to make the 2, but just shortly misses.
Number 4 is going to take it up the court. She's going to go over to the left corner. She's going to hand it off right back to it. Number 4 is going to hand it off to number 1, who's going to hand it off to 11. She tries to get up the center, number 32, and she makes a layup.
It's going to be Cross County's ball. Zaria is going to take it up the center of the court and pass it over to Ania. It looked like she was going to go up for a 3, but she ran around. Jessie did make a layup, so we do have 2 more points on the board. There was a foul. The foul goes to number 32. This is her second foul of this quarter. Jessie's going to go up for 2 free throw shots. She's going to make, oh, she only went up for 1.
Number 4 is going to take it down the center, over to the right side. She's going to cut in, gives it to number 32, who's going to try to make a layup, but she misses. Number 32 is going to have, I believe, 2 free throws. Yep. She's going to go up for a first. And she makes it. She's going to go for a second. And she makes it.
It is going to be Cross County ball. Zaria passes it over to Jessie, who passes it back to Zaria. She's going to go up the center and pass it to Ania. She's going to try and get closer to the goal, but ultimately passes it back to Zaria.
Zaria.
EPC is really trying to get this ball, and they do.
11, it's going to go out of bounds. But it's going to be EPC's ball.
It's going to be recovered by Nia, but it does go out of bounds once again.
Number 11 is going to have the ball. She's going to pass it to number 2.
There is a foul called on Ania. She has 2 fouls this quarter.
Number 1 is going to try and take it up. Slightly out of control. That's going to be a double dribble.
Ania is going to be passing it into Zaria this time. Zaria is going to run it up the center of the court, pass it into Jessie, who passes it to Miley, who goes up and just shortly misses. Jessie's going to go up, and she does make that.
Number 4 is going to take it up gonna go in for the layup, and she makes it. Looks like there was a foul against Cross County, so number 4 is going to get 1 free throw. She misses.
Miley does rebound the ball, and she passes it over to Zara to take it up. She's going to pass it to Ania, who's going to get in. There is a travel called on Ania, so it's going to be EPC's ball.
Number 4 is going to take it up the left side of the court. It's going to be Cross County's ball.
Looks like there may have been a foul against number 32. That is her 3rd foul. Right. Ania's going to be passing it into Zaria. Zaria's going to pass it over to Miley. She's going to give it, and it goes out of bounds. I think she meant to be passing it back to Zaria. Miley is getting subbed out.
Number 4 is going to take it up the left side of the court. She's going to cut in. It's going to be a timeout for EPC.
All right, we will be back after just a few short seconds out of this timeout.
And we're back at the end of the 3rd quarter with 41 seconds left. T-Birds 25, EPC is at 23. It's going to be EPC's ball. Number 2 for the 3, and she's going to miss it.
It is recovered by Brindley. There's going to be a foul called on number 30, I believe. It's going to be Cross County's ball. Brindley's going to get to go up for free throws. She has 2. She's going to miss her first one, but she does have 1 more to go. She's going to miss that one also.
Number 4 is going to take it at the center of the court. She's going to pick up her dribble. And she goes up with the layup.
It is rebounded by Ania. She's going to bring it up the court. She's going to go up to the center and go up for a layup, which she does make.
Number 4 is going to go up to the left side of the right side of the court. She's going to go for a layup, but misses.
That is the end of this 3rd quarter. Your score is Cross County 27 and EPC 23. We will be back in just a few short seconds.
And we're back at the start of the fourth quarter. T-Birds 27, EPC is 23. Looks like it's going to be Cross County's ball. Zaria's going to take it out. Zaria to Ania. She's going to take it up the center. Back to Zaria. She's going to pass to the corner to Ania. Ania's going to cut in as a for a layup, and she makes it.
Number 4 is going to pass it into 11, who's going to pass it right back to number 4. Number 4 is going to try and go up for the 3, but she does get a foul called on her. That is her 3rd foul.
Looks like Kinley is going to sub in for Izzy as Ania takes it up the court. Ania's looking around to see what to do. She's going to pass it to Zaria. Zaria's going to pass it into Jessie, who's going to try and go for a layup but misses.
It's going to be rebounded by number 4, who's going to bring it up the side of the court and go up for a layup that she does make. I believe number 4 did get a foul called on her. It is the 4th foul, or 1st foul. It looks like she is going to get subbed out.
Ania's going to take it up the center of the court. She's going to pass it inside to Jessie, who's going to pass to the corner, go for a 3, and it's going to be off. So rebounded by Brinley, who's going to lose control and let it go on a bounce.
It's going to be EPC's ball. Looks like number 11 is passing it in to number 10. She's going to run it up the side of the court, back to the center. And it's going to be taken over by Cross County.
Pass it up to Ania, who's going to go for a layup, and she makes it. Ania has been doing great.
She has, yes.
Looks like there's going to be a timeout.
Timeout EPC, I believe. So we will be back in a few short seconds.
And we're back about midway through the final quarter of this game. T-Birds 31, EPC 23.
EPC number 4 is going to run it up the center of the court. She's going to go up for the layup and make it.
Brinley is going to pass it to Zaria, who's going to take it to the center of the court. Over to Jessie, who's going to go for a layup, and she's going to make it.
Number 4 is going to bring it up the center of the court. She's going to go for a 3 and just shortly miss it.
Zaria is looking for a way to pass. She's going to pass it to Kinley, back to Zaria. Inside to Brinley, who's going to try to go for a layup, but it's going to miss. Rebounded by Jessie, who's going to go up, but is going to not make it.
It is taken by EPC number 4. Looks like there's a foul against number 4 once again, and it's going to be Cross County's ball.
Brinley is going to take it
It is still going to be Cross County's ball, though.
Brindley's going to pass it over to Kinley, who's going to go for a layup, and she misses. It's going to be rebounded by Ania into the corner. She's going to pass it over to Zaria. Back to Ania, who's going to go inside for Brindley. Brindley tries to make layup, and she makes it.
Number 4 is going to take it up the field. Looks like she's going to rush and go up for a layup that she does make.
Zaria's going to overhead pass it to Ania. She's going to go inside, tries to get to Brindley. Brindley gets there. She goes inside, makes a layup, and makes it.
Number 4 is bringing it up the side of the court this time. She's going to pass it to number 2, who's going to run up and pass it to number 11. She goes up, and it's stolen by Jessie.
Jessie's going to try and make a layup. It's going to be off a little bit. Looks like Miley is going to sub in for Brindley.
Looks like Jessie has a foul called on her, so it's going to be EPC's ball. Number 4 is going to run it up the right side of the court, hand it over to 2 to number 32, who's going to go up for a layup and just shortly miss. It's going to be rebounded by Cross County. It's going to be rebounded by EPC. Number 4 is going to take it up to the side. She's going to go up for a 3 and just shortly miss. It was rebounded by number 1. Number 4 got it again, and she made the layup. Looks like there is a timeout on the field, on the court, I mean. Timeout for EPC. We'll be back in just a few short seconds.
And we're back. 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter of this game. T-Birds 37, EPC 29. It is going to be... It's going to be another timeout, but for Cross County this time.
All right, we will be back in a few seconds.
And we're back. T-Bird's going to be 37. EPC's going to be 29 with just about 2 minutes left in the final quarter of this basketball game. Brindley Brindley is going to pass it to Ania, who is going to try and run it past number 10 to Jessie. Jessie's going to cut in. Brindley is going to go up the middle to Izzy, who's going to go for a layup but misses.
It is going to be rebounded by number 4 of EPC, and it's going to go out of bounds, but it's still going to be EPC's ball. Number 10 is going to be taking it out. She's going to pass it to number 4. She's going to run around the side of the court and go up to the block and go up for a layup, which she does make.
Brindley is going to pass it into Zaria. Zaria is going to try and run it up the right side of the court. Passing.
It's going to be taken over by number 4, who goes up for a layup and just shortly misses. It's going to be rebounded by Zaria.
Zaria to Jessie. Jessie to Brindley in the corner. She's going to take it out on the wing. That's going to be a timeout for Cross County.
We will be back in just a minute.
And we're back with less than a minute left in the final quarter of this ball game. T-Birds 37, EPC 31. Looks like it's going to be Cross County's ball. Brindley to Jessie. Back to Brindley.
It's going to be EPC's ball. Number 2 is going to be taking it out. Giving it over to number 4, who's going to run it up the center of the court. She's going to try to charge the block to make the layup, and she does miss it. It's recovered by Ania.
Ania's going to take it up the right side of the court.
It's going to be taken by number 4 of EPC. She's going to run it up the right side and go up for the 2 points. There is a foul on Cross County. Number 4 of EPC is going to get 2 free throw shots. She's going to miss her first one. Number 11 is going to sub out number 1. She's going to go up for a second shot, and she is going to make it.
Brindley is going to pass it into Jessie. We have less than 30 seconds left in this ball game. Jessie to Zaria. Zaria to Ania.
There is a foul.
It's going to continue to be Cross County's ball. Zaria to Ania. shooting 2 free throws. Her first. Ania is doing exceptional in this ball game tonight. Hopefully she can make her second.
She definitely is.
And it's off a little bit.
It's rebounded by number 32 of EPC and given to number 4. She's going to run it up the right side and go up for the layup and just shortly miss. It's going to be recovered by Ania. That is going to end the ball game. We have Cross County Juniors with 38 and EPC Juniors with 32. We will be back for your Senior Lady Thunderbirds game in just a few minutes.
So, with basketball season coming up right around the corner, our basketball coaches had some things to say. First, here's Coach James. So, Coach, what are some of your goals and expectations for the team this season?
One of the big goals is for us to be competitive. We want to go into every game, be able to play hard, learn. We're going to be a young team. We'll start anywhere from 2 to 4 sophomores, and then a junior or two. Have no seniors on the team, so it's going to be a season with some rough patches, but hopefully we start off strong early. Learn a lot of things, be competitive, and just show our grit, and be that young team that can learn as the year goes on.
So, who are the key returning players we should keep an eye on, and what impact do you expect them to have?
So last season we had one senior graduate. We moved up 3 freshmen in the middle of our season. So we returned that bulk lineup with our one senior gone. So we really get to build off that lineup and that rotation. So having that young core and did a lot of learning last year into the season on a high note, kind of competing with teams in conference, showing that we can be competitive. So I would say there's not one player that makes us good and competitive. I think we have a collective group of, a good group of girls that if they play together and we play the right way, we'll be good. We'll have a junior point guard, Kaylee Witt, back. She's very good on defense. She's got a high motor. She can score the ball well. Brooklyn Miller, a sophomore, really good point guard, quick, can get in the paint, draw defenders, and kick and get teammates open shots. You have junior Avery Cox, who can do everything, a little bit of everything. She can shoot the ball well, play defense. Sophomore Avery Johnson can shoot the ball very well. Her length on defense helps tremendously. So we've got junior big Kennedy Payton back this year offensively in the low post. She's going to help us out a lot. We have sophomore Ashlyn Richardson down low as well. That will be good for us too on the defensive end. And there's some other girls, junior Nakota Bursajay, off the bench is going to be really good for us, scoring the ball, just doing all the little things. I think we have a really good group of girls that when someone needs a sub or foul trouble happens, we'll have a group that can come off the bench, and we don't really lose talent. There's not a big drop off.
So, what do you see as the team's biggest strengths and areas to focus for improvement?
I would say our biggest strength would be our shooting. I think we've got 3 to 4 girls that really shoot it at a high percentage. We've put in a lot of work. We've worked on shooting a lot. We've worked on our footwork, getting into a shot, and I think that is one of our positives, and we got to take advantage of that. Quickness, we're very small. That's something that is going to hurt us a little bit, but being able to be quick on the offensive end and take advantage of those matchups could help us a lot. I think working for us would be our man defense. We put in a lot of work this summer. So far in the preseason, we worked a ton on man defense. So really working on that man pressure and being able to stay in front of girls and force them to make a play is, I think, our biggest weakness. But it wouldn't really be a weakness. It's just something we're working on right now.
So, how does the team plan to handle the challenges in the conference this season?
We play in a very tough conference. We haven't had a lot of success my first 2 years, but I really do believe that this year we're gonna kind of change that narrative that Cross County is a team that you can just look at and circle on your schedule. I think that we had with our 3 freshmen up last year, we competed well with BIC, we competed well with EPC, we competed well with Marmaduke, and those were some tough teams and that made the state tournament or regional tournament. So being able to see that as a really young group, I think we're going to be able to kind of turn some heads this year, and people are going to see that we're young, we're athletic, we play the right way, we play tough, and I could really see us being in that top end of the conference, hopefully at least, fighting for that 4 seed come the end of the year.
So, what style of play can fans expect to see from your team? And are you focusing more on defense, offense, or a balanced approach?
I would say a balanced approach. I think we're going to be a fun team to watch. I think when people come to our games, they're going to have a lot of fun because we're going to be getting the ball out quick. We're going to be pitching it ahead. We're going to be shooting a lot of threes. Some people don't like that style of basketball. Some people love it. But I think that's what suits us best is getting the ball up quick, getting our shooters the ball, and taking really good open shots. What was the second part of that question?
It was just, are you focusing more on defense, offense, or a balanced approach?
Offense, I think that, the way we're playing is quick, get threes up. Defensively, I think you have to focus on defense. I think that, and it's what I've been telling the girls all year, is that you can't go into a game and lack defense and then be a top team, right? Teams have to circle you and be a little scared and say, well, I'm not ready for that pressure. I'm not ready for that defense. So we've been working on ball pressure, man pressure defense, just to try to, give us that grit, give us that hard work, hustle, that defense that makes teams not want to play you. So it's going to be a little bit of both, but I think we're going to be a fun team to watch. I think you'll see that as the season starts next week.
What goals have you set for the team to accomplish on and off the court?
One of our biggest goals that we set this summer was team chemistry. That's one thing that we've lacked. And I'm not saying we've lacked it, but it was something that, hard times, adversity hits you, how do you react? And I think in the past we've had some girls on the team and that didn't handle it the right way, and it just brings the team down. And I think we've done a great job at building a culture this summer and in the preseason of girls that like to be around each other, want to be around each other, and if they don't, they still handle it in a positive way. So I think chemistry was the big thing we wanted to focus on. Wanting my teammate to do good, over myself sometimes, being unselfish, and just building that culture with each other. And I think we've done a good job so far.
So, my final question is, what message would you like to share with the fans and supporters as the season kicks off?
I'd just like to say I hope that we have some fans turn out early this year. I think that if you come out to Cross County and you watch us play, you're going to be excited. You're going to get to see good basketball, see a lot of shots go up, hopefully some high scoring games, and it'll be fun to watch. I think it's important that we understand that for our student athletes to have home court advantage, you have to have fans in the stands. So just the more fans that we can get in, the more students.
All right, everybody, we are starting to begin in the senior Lady Thunderbirds basketball game. So we did have to take down Coach James's interview. However, we will be having one later on tonight at halftime with Coach James and Audrey Wood. How are you excited for that interview?
I am excited. I'm excited to see the way things turn out.
Yes. I know Coach James is very proud of his players and the amount of work and effort that they have put in to increasing their athleticism and their effort into the game of basketball in general. We are going to start off with our starting lineup. First off, we have number 0, Avery Cox. We then have number 1, Avery Johnson. We then have number 2, Brooklyn Miller. Number 35, Kennedy Payton. And then we have number 15, Kaylee Witt. That is our senior Lady Thunderbirds starting lineup for tonight. We will be starting here shortly. It looks like Coach James is having a talk with his starting players really quickly. Our junior high game was pretty good. It was pretty back-to-back for a while, and then the junior high did sweep in and get a lot of points on the board. I know Ania Coffey got a lot of 3 points, and Jessie Benson came out with a lot of layups.
For sure, they did very well junior high game. Hopefully the senior high can match that game up.
I have high hopes for this game. I know that our girls work very hard in their practices every day and that they wake up very early just to come practice the sport that they love. So I know that they're going to show out no matter how the game ends up.
All right, looks like they're about to go up on the court.
I'm not sure what's taking so long, but we will be back as soon as we're about to start this game.
And we're back. Looks like we're about to start the first quarter of this ball game.
Avery Johnson will be jumping for us along with number 5 of EPC.
Looks like number 12 is going to take it up the right side of the court, over to the corner, up to 22 on the wing. To number 5, who's going to take it up for the layup. It's going to get knocked out of bounds by 12 is going to cut in, out to the wing, into the corner for a 3, and it's going to be off. It's going to be rebounded by 22 over to 5 for the layup. It's going to be good.
Number 1, Avery Johnson's going to take it out for us, handing it over to Brooklyn Miller. She's going to run it up the right side of the court. She's going to pass it to Avery Johnson, to Kaylee Witt, back to Avery. It's going to be passed into Kennedy, who's going to run around, try and go up for a layup, but just shortly miss. It is going to be EPC's ball.
Number 12 is going to pass out of 22, and number 12 is going to take it up the court. She's going to pass it to the wing, to the corner, back to the wing, to the other wing. It's going to be into 34, but it's going to be stolen by Brooklyn Miller.
Kaylee Witt's going to bring it up the court and pass it into Avery Cox. She's going to pass it back to Brooklyn, who's going to try and go around the right side. She's going to send it to Kennedy, and Brooklyn's going to take it again and go up for the layup. However, she does miss it, and it is rebounded by number 4.
Number 4 is going to take it up the side of the court as she wonders where to throw it. Into number 5.
Number 0, Avery Cox, is going to try and take that, and she does rebound it after a failed attempt at a 2-point. She's going to pass it up to Kaylee Witt, who passes it to Brooklyn Miller. Back to Kaylee. She's going to try and go around, but she ultimately passes it back to Brooklyn, who passes it back to Avery Cox. Avery's going to go up for a layup and just shortly miss it. Kennedy did try to rebound and go back up. It's going to be Cross County's ball. Avery Cox is going to be taking it out. She's going to pass it to Brooklyn, who passes it to Avery Johnson. She goes up for a 2-point. She just shortly misses it. She's going to go back up for a layup. And there is a foul on EPC. Avery Johnson is going to get free throws. She's going to have 2. She does make her first one. She's going to go up for one more. And she makes it once again. It will be EPC's ball.
22 is going to take it at the center of the court, over to 12 in the wing. Into the inside to 5 is going to try and make a layup, but she's going to be fouled by Brooklyn Miller. She's going to have 2 free throws.
It looks like Kennedy was subbed in just a second ago by Ashlyn Richardson, number 33.
She makes her first layup. She's ready to go for a second. And she makes it.
It is sent in by Avery Johnson to Kaylee Witt to Brooklyn Miller, who's going to run it up the left side of the court this time. She's going to pass it over to Avery Cox, who's going to pass it back to Brooklyn. Avery's going to get it again where she passes it to Kaylee Witt. She's going to lose it, and it is recovered by EPC.
12 passes it into 22, is going to go in for the layup, and she makes it.
Brooklyn's passing it into Avery this time, who's going to go up the right side of the court. She comes up the center and then passes it to Brooklyn. Brooklyn's going to go up to the center before passing it to Kaylee, and she passes it to Avery Johnson, who passes it to Avery Cox. It's going to go back to Avery Johnson, who's going to go up for a 3 and just shortly miss. It is rebounded by EPC.
Number 4 is going to take it up to 22. 22 to the corner to 12 for a 3, and she sinks it. Looks like that's going to be a timeout for Cross County.
Our score is 2-6 at the moment. We have, or actually it's 2-9. 2 for Cross County, 9 for EPC, and we have 4 minutes, 25 seconds left in this ball game. We will be right back after this timeout.
And we're back. About 4.5 minutes left in the first quarter. T-Birds 2, EPC has 9.
Avery Johnson's going to be passing it into Kaylee Witt, who passes it over to Brooklyn. Brooklyn's going to bring it up the center of the court and pass it to Avery Cox, who gives it to Kaylee, and who goes for the 3 and makes it.
Number 12 is going to take it up the right side of the court, over to 22 in the corner, to 4 in the wing, and she's going to try and go for the 3, but she does not make it. Over to 12, back for a 3, and she again misses. It's going to be trying stolen by Avery Cox, but she's going to fail.
It's going to be EPC's ball.
Alright. 22 is going to pass it into 12 for a jump shot, and it's going to be missed.
Avery Cox does rebound the ball and passes it to Brooklyn to take it up the court. She's going to come around the right side and pass it to Avery Johnson. Kaylee Witt's going to get it and pass it back to Brooklyn. She's going to go around and pass it to LA. And it's going to be taken over by EPC.
4 all the way to 5. Brooklyn tries to get it.
There is an injury on the court. We will be back with you in just a few seconds.
And we're back.
Nakota is going to be subbing in for Brooklyn. She did take it out to Kaylee Witt, who's bringing it down the court right now. Going to try and go up for a 3 and just shortly miss it, and it's going to be rebounded by EPC.
22 is going to take it up the center. Then she's going to pass it to 12 on the wing. Back to 22. Inside to 34. Out to 12 at the wing. She's going to cut in for a layup, and it's going to be good.
Number 5, Nakota Barsaday is going to take it out to Kaylee Witt again. She's going to go up the center of the court, pass it to Nakota, and then to Avery. EPC.
Number 12. Go for the layup, a miss. Recovered by her own shot, and she's going to make it.
Kaylee Witt's going to take it up the left side of the court, passing it over to Avery Johnson. She's going to go up for 2 points and just shortly misses, and it's rebounded by EPC.
22 is going to take it up the court, over to 12 in the corner, who's going to overhead pass it back to 22, over to the left corner. In for a layup, it's going to be off. 34 is going to put it back up and make it.
Kaylee Witt's going to take it down the right side again, passing it into LA, who goes in for a layup and does miss it. Ashlyn and number 5 are going to fight over that ball to rebound, and it is going to end up being EPC's ball this time. Or no, it's actually Cross County's ball. Kaylee Witt's going to take it out for us this time. She's going to pass it to Dakota, who's going to pass it to LA. Back to Kaylee Witt and back to Avery. It's going to be passed to Avery Johnson, then to Ashlyn, then Dakota. They're going to pass it around a little bit more. Avery J is going to go up for a three-point and just shortly miss. Ashlyn's going to rebound, go for a layup. She does make it.
EPC is going to take it up the court, pass it to 14, to the corner, to the inside. 34 is going to pass it back out to the wing. Looks like that's going to be a foul on Ashlyn Richardson. EPC's ball.
We have 51 seconds left in this quarter with our scores being 7 for Cross County and 15 for EPC.
14 is going to try and make a layup, but fail.
It's going to be EPC's ball once again. Mala Wilson is going to sub in for Ashlyn Richardson.
Number 2 is going to pass it in, but it's going to be blocked by Avery Cox. Back to the out of bounds, and it's going to continue to be EPC's ball. Two to 4, and she's going to try and make a 3, but she's going to fail. 14 struggles to get the ball back up, but it gets taken.
The Averys did get the ball. It's going to be given to Kaylee Witt, who's going to run up, give it to Dakota Bursa J. She's going to go up and just shortly miss the 2 points. It's going to be EPC's ball.
EPC's going to take it up. 14 to the corner. Dribble up to the wing, to the inside, to 4. 4 is going to give it to 20, who's going to try and cut in, but fails. Going to give it to 2, to 34 for a long shot.
That is going to be the end of the first quarter. The score is 7 for Cross County, 15 for EPC. We will be back with you guys in just a few minutes when we start the second quarter. And we're back, everybody. It's going to be Cross County's ball, and Dakota's going to be taking it out for us this time. She's going to be passing it to Kaylee.
Number 12 is going to try and get the ball, but she accidentally kicks it out of bounds.
It's going to be Cross County's ball again. Dakota's going to take it out for us. Brooklyn Miller is back in the game. She's going to be getting that pass and running it up the left side of the court. She's going to pass it to Kaylee Witt. Brooklyn's going to get it back. She's going to throw it away, and it will go out of bounds. So it will be EPC's ball.
It's like 22 is going to take it out. She passes to 12. She's going to look around and see what the best move for her team is going to be. She's going to gonna pass it to the corner for a 3, and it is good.
It's going to be Cross County's ball. Brooklyn Miller's going to be taking it down the right side of court. She's going to be dodging a bunch of players. Hands it to Nakota, and it gets rebounded by EPC.
22 is gonna take it up the left side of the court. She stops at the wing for a 3, and it's gonna be off. It's gonna be rebounded by Mila Wilson to Brooklyn Miller.
Brooklyn's going to take it down the court and hand it over to Avery J. It's going to be taken back by EPC.
12 is gonna run up the right side of the court. She stopped at the wing, passed to the second wing, to the corner for a 3, and it is good.
That's going to bring our score to 7 for Cross County and EPC 21. There is a timeout on the court, timeout for Cross County, so we will be back in a few short seconds after this timeout.
And we're back with about 7 minutes left in the second quarter. T-Birds 7, EPC 21. Brooklyn Miller is going to take it up the middle of the court. She is going to run right past the defense. Goes out of bounds, and it's going to be swatted by number 5. Looks like it is still Cross County's ball. Avery Johnson's going to pass it to Kaylee Witt for a 3, and it's going to be off. Rebounded by Avery Johnson to Brooklyn Miller to Avery Johnson. Avery Johnson's going to go for a layup. It's going to be rebounded by Mila Wilson.
It is going to be turned over to EPC. Number 14 is going to be taking it out for us, handing it in to number 12. Number 12 is going to be taking it up the center of the court. She's going to go up the center and go up for a layup, which she does make, so it will be handed over to Cross County.
Brooklyn Miller is going to go up the left side of the court over to Nakota Bersajay. It's going to be taken by 22.
Number 4 is going to take it up, leaning more towards the right side of the court. She's going to pass it over to 12. 12's going to bring it up to number 14, who goes for a 3 and just shortly misses. Number 5 went up for a layup. Looks like there was a foul against Cross County. She is going to miss her first free throw. She's going to go up for her second one. And she misses again. It is rebounded by Cross County.
Kaylee Witt is going to pass it to Avery Cox, who's going to take it up the left side of the court. Over to Nakota Bersajay, who's going to go up for a jump shot but misses.
It's going to be rebounded by EPC. Looks like number 14 is going to take it down the court and hand it over to 12. She's going to go through the middle, hand it. Looks like there was a foul. Number 15. Number 2 of EPC is going to take it out. She's going to pass it into number 4. Goes up for a 2-point and just shortly misses. She goes up again and also misses. There is is another foul against number 15. Number 4 of EPC is going to get 2 free throw shots. She's going to make her first one. She has one more to go. She does miss the second one, and it is rebounded by Avery.
Brooklyn Miller is going to take it up to the left side of the court, over to Kaylee Witt. Kaylee Witt is going to pass it to Avery Cox for a deep three. It's going to be off, but rebounded by Nakota Bursajay for a layup. It's going to be off as well.
It was rebounded by number 5 of EPC. She's bringing it on the left side of the court. She's going to pass it to number 12, who goes in for a layup and does get it.
Brooklyn is going to take it up the right side of the court, dribbles through the defense. Looks like there was a foul on number 4 of EPC, which means it's going to be Cross County's ball. Kaylee Witt to Nakota Bursajay, over to Avery Cox. On the wing, back to the corner.
There is a foul against number 4 again, so it's going to be Cross County's ball. Once again with Nakota taking it out.
Looks like there's some confusion on the court. Okay, it is Cross County's ball. Nakota over to Brooklyn. Brooklyn for the layup, and it's off.
It's taken over by EPC. It's handed over to number 12, who goes in for a layup and makes it.
Avery Cox rushes to get it up the court for Brooklyn Miller. Brooklyn Miller goes for the layup, and it's off. It's going to be rebounded by number 5.
Number 14 is going to take it down the right side of the court and pass it into 12. It is going to go out of bounds. The ball is for EPC with number 2 passing it in. She's going to pass it to number 5. It's taken over by Cross County. Avery Cox is running it up the right side.
Nakota for the 3, and it's going to be off. Rebounded by number 12.
She's going to run it up the center of the court. Hand it over to number 34. Ashland does rebound it.
Nakota Bursajay is going to slow things down a little bit. Over to Brooklyn Miller at the wing, who's going to pass it over to Avery Cox. She's going to pass it inside to Ashlyn Richardson, who's going to go for the layup, but miss.
Number 14 is going to get that ball and pass it up to number 12. She's going to go up for the layup, and she does miss, but I believe there is a foul. She's going to get free throws. She'll have 2. The first one is not good. The second one is also not good, and it is rebounded by Kaylee Witt.
Kaylee Witt's going to rush to get it up the center of the court, over to Mila Wilson, who's going to pass it down to Ashlyn Richardson, over to Avery Johnson, back to Ashlyn, over to Avery Cox, to Kaylee Witt for the 3, and it's going to be off. And it's going to be out of bounds, and it's going to be EPC's ball.
Number 22 is going to be passing it in this time. She's going to pass it into number 20. She's going to pass it right back. She's going to run it up the left side of the court. going to be taken over by. There's a timeout. Timeout for EPC. We have 2 minutes, 52 seconds left in this second quarter. We have 7 for Cross County and 28 for EPC. We will be right back after this timeout.
And we're back with about 3 minutes left in the second half. Oh wait, no, whoops. Second quarter. Looks like Avery Cox got the ball and she's gonna run it down. It's gonna be
Knocked out of
smacked out
bounds.
by 33.
Avery J is going to be taking it out for us this time.
Over to Avery Cox. Up to the key to Kaylee Witt, who's gonna try and pass it. Looks like it's gonna be a travel.
Number 20 is going to be taking it out for us. Handing it in to number 22, who's going to run it down the field. She's going to come up about the left side of the court. I keep on saying field, but it is knocked out of bounds. Number 22 is going to be handing it in to number 5, giving it back to 22, back to 5. 5 goes up, and it does miss.
Kaylee Witt is going to take it up the right side of the court over to Avery Johnson, over to Ashley Richardson. Avery Cox on the wing for a 3, and it's going to be slightly off. Mila Wilson's going to rebound with a block. Looks like it's just going to be a foul on 20. It's going to be Cross County's ball. Avery Johnson to Kaylee Witt, to Avery Cox, back to Avery Johnson for a 3. It's going to be off. Going to be recovered by 33.
Number 20 is going to take it down the field and pass it. Try to pass it to number 5. It's going to be Cross County's ball with Avery Johnson taking it out.
Kaylee Witt is going to take it up the right side of the court, over to Avery Cox at the wing, to Mila Wilson, to Ashley Richardson, over to Kaylee Witt for the 3. It's going to be off.
It's going to be rebounded by EPC. Number 20 is going to run it and throw it to number 22. She's going to give it to number 34, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds. It is going to be EPC's ball still. Number 22 is going to pass it to number 34, who's going to go up for a 3 and miss it. Number 22 went up for a layup, and it did make it.
Kaylee Witt taking up the middle, over to Avery Johnson. She's going to pass it across the court to Avery Cox, over to Mila Wilson for the layup. And it looks like there's going to be a foul on EPC. Mila Wilson is going to have 2 free throws. She's going to get ready for her first. And she makes it.
That's going to bring our score up to 8 for Cross County, and EPC has 30 points on the board. We have 1 minute, 13 seconds left in this first half of the ball game.
Mila Wilson for her second. And And she makes it.
EPC is going to take over, handing it over to number 12. She's going to run it up the right side of the field. I mean the court, goodness. Just bear with me, please. They're going to pass it around a little bit. It's going to be taken over by Avery Cox.
Avery Cox for the layup. She's going to miss it.
It's going to be EPC's ball again. Number 2 of EPC is going to get free throws. She's going to get 2. Her first one she is going to miss. Her second one she also misses, and it is knocked out of bounds by EPC, so it will be Cross County's ball.
Kaylee Witt's going to pass it over to Avery Cox. Back to Kaylee Witt, who is going to take it up the court. She's going to call out a play. And
It's going to be taken by EPC and went up for a layup to get those 2 points. We have about 30 seconds left in this half.
Avery Cox to Avery Johnson for a deep 3. And she is going to make it.
EPC is going to take over again. Number 12 is going to bring it up the right side of the court.
We got about 10 seconds left in this first half.
Looks like she's going to go up for a 3 and miss it. We have 2 seconds left. That is the end of the first half. As we go into halftime, we will have a performance from the cheerleaders and I'm sure from the band. Our score is 12 for Cross County and 32 for EPC. We will be back for the third quarter after this halftime.
And we're back with the start of the second half. We have about 8 minutes for the start of the third quarter with 12 cross county, 32 EPC.
EPC is going to have the ball first.
12 is going to pass it to 5, who's going to pass it to 4, who's going to try and cut up the middle, but it's going to be taken off. 5 is going to try and get in. Looks like it's going to be a travel on 5.
It is going to be handed over to cross county. Brooklyn's going to hand it in to Kaylee, who's going to hand it right back to Brooklyn. She's going to run up the right side of the court. She hands it to Ashlyn. They're doing a lot of passing. Avery Johnson's going to charge, and she's going to miss the layup. It's going to be taken back over to EPC.
Number 4 is going to be heavily guarded by Avery Johnson, who's going to try and get it to 5, who's going to go past it 22, who's going to be blocked by Avery Cox, I believe.
It did go out of bounds, and it's still going to be EPC's ball.
22 is going to pass it over to 34 in the corner. It's going to take it over to the wing. It's going to be knocked out by Avery Cox, but recovered by number 12 EPC. Looks like it's going to be cross county's ball.
Kaylee Witt's going to be taking it out for us, handing it over to Brooklyn Miller. Brooklyn's going to come up the center of the court. She's going to try and pass it to Avery Johnson, but it's going to be taken by EPC.
Number 12 is going to take it right up the middle, over for a jump shot, and it is going to be out. It's going to be taken by Kaylee Witt, who's going to lose control, and it's going to go back to 34.
It is going to go out of bounds. It will be cross county's ball with Avery Cox taking it out for us this time. Passing it in to Brooklyn Miller. Brooklyn's going to bring it up the left side of the court to Kaylee Witt, who's going to try and go around. She's going to pass it to Avery Johnson, to Ashlyn Richardson, who gets the layup.
12 to 22, back to 12, who's going to take it up the center of the court, leaning more towards the right side. She's thinking about what to do as she goes for a deep 3 in the corner, and she sinks it.
Brooklyn's going to bring it up the left side of the court again, passing it to Avery Johnson, who's going to go around and try to find opening. She ultimately passes it back to Brooklyn. She's going to pass it to LA. Avery Johnson's going to go up for a 3 and miss it. It is recovered by EPC.
Looks like Avery Cox was going to fight for that.
It's going to be EPC's ball still.
Number 5 is going to take it out to 22. 22 is going to go up the center of the court. She's thinking about what to do. She's going to get guarded by Avery Cox. Over to the corner. Back to number 4, who's going to turn around and try and make a layup, but fails. Going to try again, and she makes it.
Kaylee Witt's going to take it down the court this time, passing it to Avery Cox. She's going to try and go up for a layup, but it is taken by EPC. EPC does make
looks like we have an injury on the court.
We will be back with everyone as soon as we get back to the ball game.
we're back with a short intermission due to an injury.
Looks like Kennedy Payton's going to come in. Avery Johnson's going to pass it in to Kaylee, who's going to pass it to Brooklyn. She's going to run it up the court. Pass it over to Nakota. Kaylee Witt's going to take it and pass it to Avery Johnson. It's going to go out of bounds after a failed pass. There is going to be a timeout on the court. Looks like timeout for Cross County. We will be right back after this timeout.
And we're back with about 4.5 minutes left in the third quarter. EPC is going to take the ball up the court, leaning more towards the left side. Going in the corner for the three, and it's going to be off, but recovered by number 4, still going to be off.
Looks like there was a foul. Foul against Cross County. Number 4 will be getting a few free throws, 2 of them.
She misses her first. And she misses her second. It's going to be recovered by Kennedy Payton.
Brooklyn Miller is going to take it down the left side of the court. She's going to pass it over to Nakota, who's going to try and find an opening. She's going to pass it around to Avery Johnson, who's going to go up for a layup. And it is missed, but there is a foul against EPC. Looks like Avery Johnson's going to get 2 free throws. She's going to go up for her first one, and it does go in. She's going to have one more. And she did make it. EPC will take over. Mala Wilson is being subbed in for Avery Johnson.
Looks like number 12 is going to take it up the center of the court. Going to go right at the key for a 3, and it is going to be off. 22 gives it back to 12 and tries to make a layup, but it's also off. Who recovers her own layup, tries again, but again fails.
There's a foul against Cross County. Number 12 will be getting 2 free throw shots.
Just getting ready for her first. And makes it. She goes ready for her second and makes it.
Mala Wilson's going to pass it into Nakota, who's going to run it down. giving it to Kennedy and to Avery Cox. Avery's going to go up for a layup, and she's going to get fouled by EPC, so she will have 2 free throw shots. The first one she does not make. The second one she does make. It's going to be EPC's ball.
Number 12 taking up the center of the court. She's going to try and get to the corner. Heavily guarded by Avery Cox, who steals it.
Avery's going to run up and go in for a layup, which she does make. It's going to bring our score to 19 for Cross County, 41 for EPC, as EPC takes over this ball.
Number 12 is going to pass it to the corner, who's going to try and go the inside. Goes up to the key to 22, who's going to be, again, heavily guarded by Avery Cox.
Seemed like Avery came in after that timeout, very defensive and ready to defend. It's going to be EPC's ball. to 5 to 4. Back to 5 at the wing. Who's going to pass it off to 4? Looks like it's going to be a travel on 22 for EPC. It's going to be Cross County's ball. Brooklyn Miller passing it in to Nakota Bursajay. Back to Brooklyn. She's going to run it up the left side of the court and give it to LA, who's going to charge and give it to Kennedy, who does miss. It's going to be taken over by EPC. There's a foul against Avery Cox. That is her third foul of the game.
Number 12 is going to take it up the center of the court pretty slow. She's going to hand it off to 14, who's going to pass it to 2, who tries to, Avery Cox tries to get the ball, but misses and it goes out of bounds.
It will be Cross County's ball with Brooklyn Miller passing it in. She's going to give it over to LA. Who gives it to Nakota. She's going to give it back to Brooklyn and back to LA. Mala's going to go up for a layup, and she does make it. It's going to bring the score to 21 for Cross County, 41 for EPC as EPC takes over.
12 to 14. To 34, who I believe there's a foul called on Cross County. 34 is going to get 2 free throw shots. Is going to get ready to shoot her first. And she misses. She attempts her second and she makes it.
Nakota's going to pass it over to Brooklyn, who's going to run it up the left side of the court. She's going to try to charge the goal. Mala goes up for a layup, and it does miss and go out of bounds. It will be Cross County's ball. We have 1 minute, 20 seconds left in the third quarter of this game. Mala's going to hand it over to Nakota. Nakota's going to hand it to LA. It's going to go out of bounds, and it will Cross County's ball again. Avery Cox is going to pass it in this time. She gives it to Kennedy, who gives it to Nakota. To Mala, back to Nakota. Nakota does get a travel called on her, so it will be EPC's ball.
EPC's 2 is going to take it out as number 12 takes it up more to the right side of the court. She's going to pass it into number 5, who's going to go for a layup, and she misses, but Kennedy Payton is going to rebound.
Brooklyn's going to take it down the left side of the court. She's going to give it over to LA. She's going to go up for a 3, and she does make it. That's going to bring our score to Cross County 24, EPC 42 as they take over.
Number 12 taking up the center of the court. Looks like she's going to be guarded. It's going to be rebounded by Kennedy Payton, who's going to give it to Mila Wilson.
Mila's going to give it over to Brooklyn.
That's going to be a travel on Cross County.
Avery Johnson is going to come in for Nakota, and Ashlyn Richardson is going to come in for Kennedy.
As we have 20 seconds left in this third quarter, you can tell tensions are running pretty high between both teams. Number 12 is going to be at the top of the key, trying to get past Cross County's Brooklyn Miller. She passed it to 22, back to 12, who's going to rush past Brooklyn.
That is going to be the end of the third quarter, with Our Lady Thunderbirds having 24 points and EPC having 42. We will be right back after this short break.
And we're back at the start of the final quarter of this ball game. Cross County 24, EPC 42.
It's going to be Cross County's ball with Avery Johnson taking it out for us. He's going to pass it to Brooklyn. Brooklyn's going to take it up the right side of the court. She's going to charge the goal, try to pass it, but it is blocked by number 12 of EPC. It's going to be Cross County's ball.
Avery Cox passed it to Avery Johnson.
It's going to be passed around the entire court. Avery's going to go up for a layup, and it's going to miss, but there is a foul against EPC, so she will get 2 free throws. Number 4 of EPC does have 4 fouls, so she is 1 foul close to being fouled out of this game. Avery's going to go up for her first free throw and just shortly miss. She's going to make her second one, bringing our score to 25, Cross County 42, EPC.
22 is going to bring up the court. Maybe slightly. It's going to be tried to give it to 14, but it's going to be stolen by Mila Wilson. tried to get it a deep three, but missed.
Gonna be EPC's ball.
Number 12 is taking it up. It's going to continue to be EPC's ball.
It's gonna be a foul against number 15, Kaylee Witt. She has 2 fouls against her.
Number 2 is going to give it to 14 to give it back to 12. Who's going to give it to the corner, over to the block, back to the top of the key. Number 12 is going to make a layup, and she makes it.
Kaylee Witt's gonna take it down the right side of the court this time, passing it to Mila Wilson, giving it to Ashlyn Richardson, who just barely missed 2 points. Kaylee's gonna be guarding number 12. EPC did go up for 2 points, and it just shortly missed.
That's going to be a foul on 22 EPC.
That is her first foul.
It's going to be timeout for Cross County.
We have 6 minutes, 36 seconds left in the last half of this ball game, with our Cross County girls having 25 and EPC girls having 44. We will be right back with you after this timeout.
And we're back with about 6.5 minutes left in the 4th quarter of this ball game. T-Birds 25 and EPC 44.
Avery Johnson's going to try and pass it to Mila Wilson, but she is knocked down by number 12 of EPC. It's going to be Cross County's ball again, with Avery taking it out for us. She's going to pass it over to Kaylee Witt. Kaylee's going to pass it to Avery Johnson and to Ashlyn Richardson. Avery did lose control over the ball, and it went out of bounds, but it is going to be Cross County's ball still.
It's going to be a foul on 22 EPC.
That is her second foul.
Kaylee Witt is going to take it up to the top of the key, giving it to Avery Johnson, who's going to go for a 3, and she makes it. This is about her second 3 of the night.
EPC's going to take over. Number 12 is going to bring it down the right side of the court and going to pass it to number 14, who's going to run it around and pass it to number 22. She's going to try and get an opening before she passes it to number 2. We're going to pass it around some more before losing control of the ball.
Looks like it's EPC's ball.
Yes, there is a foul against Avery Cox. This is her 4th foul, so she is 1 short from being fouled out of the game. EPC is going to be taking it out for us.
That's going to be a foul on Brooklyn Miller.
This is Brooklyn's 3rd foul. EPC is going to pass it to number 5. Once again, another foul. This time against number 33, Ashlyn Richardson. It's going to be EPC's ball. Number 2 is going to pass it to number 5. She's going to pass it to 14. Number 2 is going to go up for a 3 and miss. It's going to be Cross County's ball.
Brooklyn Miller is going to be taking it out. Giving it to Kaylee Witt, who's going to try and get past all this defense, who hands it off to Brooklyn Miller. Not sure what happened there, but it is Cross County's ball.
I'm not sure either.
Brooklyn is going to pass it into Kaylee Witt, who hands it off back to Brooklyn, who's at the top of the key. Goes inside to Mila Wilson, who tries to make a layup, but it's going to get blocked by number 5.
Number 4 is going to knock it out of bounds, making it Cross County's ball.
Avery Johnson is going to be taking it out. She hands it to Kaylee Witt, who's going to try and take it inside, goes all the way up for a layup, and is short.
It is rebounded by number 5, who's going to take it up the center of the court. She's going to pass it over to number 12, who again passes it. We're going to do a lot of passing before number 5 goes up for a layup. It does miss. And number 12 tries to go up also, and that one also misses. There is a foul. Foul against Cross County. So number 12 is going to get 2 free throws. She's going to make her first free throw. Avery Johnson's going to come in for Mila Wilson, or Avery Cox is going to come in for Mila Wilson. She is going to make that second free throw, bringing the score 28 Cross County, 46 EPC.
Avery Johnson is going to go up for the layup, and she is short. It's going to be rebounded by number 34 of EPC.
We have just over 4.5 minutes left of the ball game as EPC is passing it around, trying to find an opening to get a score. Pass it, and she's going to try and go up for a layup. It just shortly misses. Number 14 then goes up for a layup and makes it.
Avery Cox is going to try and get past the defense, but it's going to get fouled by number 12, so it continues to be Cross County's ball.
That is number 12's second foul of this game.
We have about 4 minutes left in the final quarter of this ball game. T-Birds 28, EPC 48.
That means that we do have 20 points to score. Avery does make that first free throw. I can definitely say that Avery is one of the most aggressive basketball players on the court.
For sure. After she set out for a little bit, she came in even more aggressive and ready to defend.
I can say that even in her personal life, in her school life, she's very aggressive and competitive and always is striving to be better. EPC is going to take over. They're going to pass it around a little bit. Number 12 is going to give it to 14. There's a foul against Nakota. That is her third foul of the night. Number 4 is going to get 2 free throws. That first free throw she is going to make. And she makes her second free throw, bringing the score to Cross County 30, EPC 50.
Avery Cox is going to go pass it to Nakota Bursajay, who's going to hand it off to Kaylee Witt, who takes it up the center of the court as she tries to go in for a layup, and it's going to be short. It's going to be rebounded by number 34 for EPC.
Number 5 is going to pass it to number 12, who's going to go up for a layup and make it.
Nakota to Avery Cox, who's going to take it up the right side of the court. However, she is going to get fouled, pushed out of bounds by number 5 of EPC.
Number 5 has 2 fouls against her. Avery's going to get 2 free throws right here. She does miss the first one.
She misses her second, but she'll be rebounded by Kennedy Payton. But it's going to go out of bounds.
It looks like Kennedy is going to get free throws after being fouled against by number 34 of EPC. Her first one she does make. She's going to go up for her second, and she makes that one also. EPC is going to be taking over. It's number 12 running the ball down the right side of the court. She's going to pass it to number 4 to number 14, who goes in for a layup and does make it.
Avery Cox passes it to Brooklyn Miller, who runs up the right side of the court over to Kennedy Payton, who tries to get the ball, but it goes out of bounds.
It is going to be EPC's ball with number 12 running it down the court for us. Number 12's trying to figure out where she should throw it. She's going to pass it around a little bit before number 5 goes in for 3, and she does get it.
Brooklyn Miller is going to take it up the right side of the court over to Avery Cox on the left wing for 3, and it's going to be off. She tries to get it back, but is going to be rebounded by number 5 of EPC.
EPC number 12 is going to go in for a layup and get the 2. There's a timeout on the court. Timeout. Cross County, I believe. Our score is 32 for Cross County and 59 for EPC. We have just over 2 minutes left in this half of the ball game. We will be back after this short break. We are coming back here. It's going to be Cross County's ball. First off, we have Westland South, number 24, taking it out for us. She's going to pass it to Ashlyn Richardson.
Ashlyn passes it to Mila Wilson, who's going to take it up the right side of the court. Loses control for just a second, but quickly regains it. Gives it to Avery Johnson to Ashlyn to Westland for a 3, and it's going to be short. Mila tries to recover it, but it goes out of bounds.
It is going to be Cross County's ball still. Natalie Wilson is going to be taking it out for us this time. She's going to pass it to Mila.
Mila to Avery Johnson. Johnson tries to go up through the middle, but misses. Tries to regain it, but misses.
It's going to be
Jump ball for EPC.
EPC is going to take over, handing it over to number 22 and back to number 2. She's going to run it up the center of the court. It's going to be given to number 20, to number 15. They're going to pass it around a lot before number 20 goes up for 2 points and just shortly misses it. It's going to be Cross County's ball.
Cross County's gonna have some free throws.
Looks like Avery Johnson gets 2.
Avery Johnson for first, and she makes it. She's getting ready for her second, and she's gonna make it again.
EPC is going to take over. Number 22 is going to run the ball up the center of the court. He's going to pass it off to number 2, to number 4, to number 33, but it's taken over by Cross County.
Mila Wilson hands it off to Natalie Wilson, who tries to get past all the defense to make a layup. But she gets fouled, but she gets to make some free throws.
It is number 20 of EPC's 4th foul of the night, 1 short from being fouled out. Natalie does get 2 free throws.
She misses her first. We need to get all the points we can with just under a minute left in this entire ball game. Cross County 34, EPC 59.
Cross County is going to rebound that ball.
Avery Johnson tries to pass it, but nobody is there. 15 regains access, but misses.
EPC is passing around. Number 2 went up for a 3 and just shortly missed it. Natalie's going to try and pass it up, but it is intercepted, but she does regain it. She goes up for a layup, and it also does not make it in. EPC is going to take over once again. Number 22 of EPC is going to take it out, handing it over to number 2. They're going to pass it around just a little bit. Number 20 is going to go up and just shortly miss it. There's only 3 seconds left in the last half of this ball game. Number 1, Avery Johnson is going to run down the court and try and get a 3, and just shortly misses as the time runs out. That is the end of this game, bringing it 34 for Cross County and 59 for EPC. We are going to be having a interview with Coach James from our very own Audrey Wood. So here you go, Audrey Wood. All right, and I would like to end this by giving a big shout out to my sister Audrey, because it is her 15th birthday today, and I think our girls actually did an amazing job. They played very aggressively. Um, they did very good on defense and offense. I think that the effort that they put in definitely amounts to the scores that they did not make. What do you think, Audrey?
I think they did awesome. And one short game does not define the season. So they did really great tonight.
I agree. That's going to take us to an end of the senior ladies Thunderbirds basketball game against EPC, with the score being 34 for Cross County and 59 for EPC.